Knock, knock. Knock, knock. All right, I'm not a comedian, but neither are these indie celebs, at least full-time anyway. Scott Long's third annual Indie Celeb comedy stand-up show was at Crackers in Broad Ripple.
If I become a free agent, which it looks like it's going to happen, old Griggs isn't a big fan of old Pat. I think I'm out of here, and I don't want to do that. I want to live in Indianapolis. He said, well, if you're being serious, let me lay some things out to you. He said, so this is the money you just made, right? We'll circle it. He had like a dry erase board. He said, this is where you're at. If you come work for us, we're just going to take a nice trip right down here. It was a lot of fun. I was so happy that Scott Long and I could finally link up. In years past, he's done it whenever I was out of town or I was at work. So it was a lot of fun. It was a learning experience, and it was so much fun to listen to like Pete the Planner just absolutely dominate. He was so funny, and Mark and Tracy and Jake and everybody that's been up has been so fantastic. So it's been a fun night.
I've done television for years, but this is such a different animal. I really just sort of wanted to see, you know, I've had people tell me I'm funny, you know, in different situations, but this is a whole nother animal. So I want to see, am I funny? Do I really think what I think is funny to other people? And with a live audience, I'm going to let you know immediately whether what you said is funny or not.
John Starks will play the ball in from the side. He gets it into Patrick Ewing. My God, what an ugly human being that is. Ewing puts the ball on the floor. He drives down the middle of the lane. He gets by Antonio Davis right to the rim. He misses a layup. A 7-foot man misses a 6-inch shot. What a loser. Well, I didn't myself, so, you know, I felt pretty good about it. I'm under no illusion. I'm not a comic, but it's something I've always wanted to try. And getting up there for 10 or 15 minutes made me appreciate what these real comedians do for a living. I thought it went okay, and I had a lot of fun with it. It was kind of exhilarating to get up there and do it and not fail miserably. But it did give me a renewed appreciation for what the real professionals do.
Well, I'd just like to say that I think that this needs to be resolved diplomatically, and I'd like to lead that effort. And I'd like to lead that effort with love and hugs and kisses.
I get several things out of it because I get to make people laugh, which is something I've always loved to do. My mother said I never meet a stranger, so I've always tried to make people feel comfortable and try to engage in conversations ever since I was a little kid. And when I used to imitate my third grade teacher, I made people laugh. So the fact that I can still do that now as an adult makes me feel great. And the fact that the money raised from tonight goes to Wounded Warriors and other charities, I mean, that's the best of both worlds, where you can make somebody laugh, make somebody feel good, and you can help out a worthy cause.
And I'm like, wow, man, I got to ask you, you're such a bright guy. How'd you wind up here? He's like, well, fair question, Scott. I had a little conflict with my parents, and I chopped them up with an axe. I don't know if anyone's ever dropped a bombshell like that on you, but you got to think quickly. And the best I could come up with is, well, I'm sure if your parents were alive, they'd be glad to see you got your education. Do not kill me. It's kind of like a safe place for local celebrities to do stand-up, and the energy's beautiful, and people are all on board of, hey, this is a great vibe, and I think it's great that they're doing what they do. We're going to give some money to Wounded Warrior Project and some money to an organization that's trying to create more security here in Broad Ripple. Next year when we do it, you gotta come. I'm just going to tell you right now, you're blowing it if you don't.